Torgy Talk. Torgy Talk. Torgy Talk. Torgy Talk. Torgy Talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Torgy Talk. We are without the co-host again because she got her guts cut open. So we are here with my buddies Blake, Ladika, and Jack Mann Johnson. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Or you two.
How we doing?
Howdy.
Jack's been on the podcast before. Briefly.
Episode 13 or 7?
Well, way after that.
Was it?
It was like episode 20 something.
I can't keep track.
Yeah, that was at Village Spirit before an open mic. Yeah, it was me, Amy, Billy.
You guys can
And
fuck
Al.
each other
And
on your
Al.
own time, man. Let's go.
Huh?
I said you guys can fuck each other on your own time. Let's go.
Oh, you want to get involved?
Maybe.
But yeah, with us right now is the winner of the Gambler mic.
Yeah, the very first Gauntlet winner with us right now. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. With us right now. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, God. Hang on. There it is.
That's the worst lynching I've ever seen.
Right?
There you go.
It's more applause than I got actually at the gambler.
Yeah. But yeah, first one in history, and he's brand new in stand-up.
Yeah, it's super crazy, man. Especially because I've never been a fan of that bar.
Really?
No.
No?
Yeah. I not that it ever did anything to me. I never used to go there. I felt like,
Was this before the remodel, or
oh yeah,
even
definitely.
after?
The
Okay.
remodel's great. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since the Suda exploded. I mean, it was a shithole beforehand. It was bad.
Yeah. I mean, it was like the bathrooms, but like everywhere.
Yes. Yep. The floors felt like they were gonna collapse. Like you didn't. Yeah, it was just bad.
Yeah, the drop ceiling.
They did
looked
have a
like it
pool
was gonna
table.
drop.
They did have a pool table.
They did have a pool table.
There's not enough room now.
They had a bar down where actually.
But I'm pretty sure I've stood on that pool table. That's how good the pool table was.
They used to have a bar down where we do comedy now.
Did they?
A full bar, yeah.
Huh.
It's like right pressed up to where, so where the judges sit.
Yeah.
And where I think the first week I went there, where we set up the stage in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be a whole bar that wrapped around to the door.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I originally was actually going to put it where we have it now,
Yeah.
but I had no idea. Like, me and Cora did it, and then Jack showed up and helped us, like, kind of move shit around. And thankfully, I told Amy, I'm like, we set it up here. I didn't like it. I'm like, do your thing. And she just, like, she's been, like, the saving grace. I mean, not, like, the saving. She's definitely made this mic what it is. I mean, it was just going to be a normal open mic.
For sure, she drug in all that shit last week by herself.
Yep. Well, the thing is, like, I'll help her with all the heavy stuff, and she'll let me help her. Excuse me. Excuse me. She won't let me help her do anything else. She won't let me help her fucking move chairs, tables. She's like, nope, stop. Me and her husband Neil, like, every time I go to help her set up, she's like, don't touch it. I got it. Fucking stop. I'm like, okay, you do your thing.
Yeah, he wasn't
She likes
there,
everything.
so-
She likes everything her nice, her specific, perfect way, and I just let her do her thing. She's a great co-producer.
Smart man.
Yeah. And I just don't want to be on the other side of it.
Right? Yeah.
She already
No,
wrote-
it's great.
Yeah.
There's not really a great way to lay that whole like little spot out, and
No.
it's cool because it's definitely unique. But
It is cool.
I'm gonna fall off the stage sometime soon.
Yeah. I really do like how intimate it is, and like when it does, like, the finale, there was a good fucking amount of people in there.
There was a lot.
There was I'd say there was about like 30 people back there.
more than that.
40.
I'm gonna say close to 50.
Like even I'm saying like in that little area though.
in
You
that
think
little-
so?
So I had I had 22 people show up that I knew.
Okay, there you go. No wonder you won.
That's the secret. Bring everyone you know.
Well,
No, it's actually-
She invited my family, which is even funnier.
What's trippier is I didn't invite anyone. I just people
Posted
ask
about
what
it?
I've been doing,
Dude,
and I
that's all-
told them.
That's all you got to do, man.
Yeah, man,
Just
it's-
post.
I'm
Just post about it. Post
super
about it. Tell
blessed
people.
about it.
Spread the word.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I don't know. It's
my
trippy.
dad showed up, was your gambling partner, which is my dad's sister, my aunt.
Yeah, I love your aunt, man. She's awesome. She's,
Did you get a date yet for the vixen?
yeah, March 20th.
Fuck yeah,
March
dude.
20th. I think 7 minutes. I'm gonna get the light at 7. And
Oh, you're getting 7?
That's
Or
what Stephanie said, yeah.
probably 5. It's probably 5 to 7. And then
She said she'll give me the light at 7.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully I can put a little. If it's got to change, it's got to change. But
Hey, one piece of advice I'll give you is if you can't do a full 7, you'd rather have a fucking great 5 or a great 6 than a fucking mediocre 7. You know what I
I
mean?
agree with that. Yeah.
So if you can't do 7, don't force it.
All right.
You know?
I'll take you up on that.
But if you have room for more killers and you got more killers, fucking bring them on. You know what I mean?
So
That's a fun stage, dude. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait.
You saw the green room. Green room's dope.
I did get to see the green room this past weekend. It was nice. Yeah.
It's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's what's really cool too is like the venue's so new and there's been like some great comedians on there already. I mean, Jim Norton was one of the first people to ever even perform on that stage.
Kevin Nealon's been there.
Kevin Nealon,
Jamie Kennedy.
They had
Josh
Tim
Wolf.
Dillon.
Yep.
I mean, that Tim Dillon day, I saw that.
Did you see that?
I did not.
I wanted to go so bad. It was just so last minute.
It was so last minute, and I usually like at that time I was going pretty consistently.
Yeah.
And that 1 week I didn't, and I saw it, and I was like, "What the fuck, man!" Like, and nobody knew.
Yeah.
Like even Wayne Jett didn't know. He's like, "I don't know who that is." Like, just just one of those famous comedians.
I believe if you know that guy that was he was a guest judge a few weeks ago, Peyton Ruddy.
Okay.
You know him?
I don't know him. But yeah.
The bigger guy. He actually just toured with Tim Dillon.
Oh wow.
And and Peyton's really good friends with Stephanie. Stephanie does all the booking at
Yes, I
the
remember.
Vixen. Peyton and one other guy, I forgot the guy's name, but they actually opened for me when I went at the Vixen.
Very cool.
So,
What
yeah,
was it
so-
like for you?
It was epic, dude. It was like fucking so surreal, dude. Like it was super cool. I got there early. No, I think I had like 2 drinks at home. Got there early. Had a couple bourbons, so I was feeling good, and went back in the green room. Was super nervous, dude. Was like talking to all like, dude, this is my first like real show. Like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
But, like I was kind of like, then I chilled out for a second. I'm like, all right, nobody wants to talk to me. So it wasn't that they didn't want to talk. They were just like 2 other guys were having their own conversation. Then the headliner got there, and he was just like, he was a cool guy, but like he just seemed like he was just like,
Yeah.
kind of did that one of those to me.
Bye,
But-
peasant.
Stephanie introduced me. She's like, McHenry's own John Twergerson, and I, from the crowd's reaction, I did pretty good.
Nice, man.
Um,
You're a funny guy.
thank you. Yeah, there was there's a good 120 people there,
Oh, it was crowded. Yeah.
120 plus probably. Maybe I'd say I want to say 150, but
There was a.
no, it was a lot of people there
There's
for
a
sure.
bachelor
yeah.
party going on, or some type of anniversary because
I don't know,
There
there
was
was-
a drunk crowd of slutty milfs, and I was like, ooh.
All I know is I did.
They were trying to.
I had a
heckle.
lot of friends and shit tell me that I did better than the 2 people after me, but that's
Oh,
just
I would
that's
admit to
just
that
that's
too.
just family and friends, I think. But he said it too. But
For sure.
Sounds bad, Sally. You know what I'm saying?
it's it was so much fun, dude. It was so surreal, dude. Like I said, the stage is huge. The lights are fucking like, dude, the lights are so bright, man. Like, and then when you hear those laughs, like you hear the laughs at the Gambler, it's cool to hear, but like you hear those laughs at that place when there's 100+ people laughing at
Yeah.
you, you're like, oh shit, this is cool.
Yeah, right.
It's
That
really-
adrenaline hits.
It is really, dude. I'm telling you, it was the best high I've ever had for sure.
Yeah. So I'll tell you this: when I won that night,
I got third.
you did good, man. You're a funny guy, Jack.
I know.
But yeah, I've never like had a drug ever make me feel that way.
Dude, it's dope, right?
Yeah, that's the purest form of it.
Attention whore. He just became one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I get
it's
made
great,
fun
man.
of all the time now.
Yeah, I gotta hit up Stephanie and see if I can get a spot at the Vixen again. She told me to let her know whenever I'm available after this baby. So then we gotta get old Jackie boy a spot there,
I know. I want to ask her, but I feel like that's just
dude. Earn it. Win yourself a spot at the fucking.
right. I feel like
The
that's
Gauntlet,
the best way to
dude.
do it.
It is.
You can do it. You're funny enough, dude. I think you can.
Absolutely.
I've been
I mean,
bothered for 3
honestly,
days
if
in a
Blake
row
didn't have
2
his
times.
set, you were my next pick. Not just because you're my friend, but like he just killed the room that night. Even without having 20 people that you knew there, I think you had the best
I
set.
just kind of want to bomb for
Appreciate
like a
that.
few weeks in
Yeah.
a row, then come back with my great material.
Yeah, I gotta fucking
So
grab
that
the
way no one
mouse.
remembers it. Like, oh, this kid sucks. And he just comes back with some good shit.
Right. Yeah, the thing I'm learning so like quickly in this is that when you put in the work, it definitely shows.
Yeah.
And that like that week, Thursday I qualified. Friday I was already writing jokes, and that Sunday when I wrote that dead dad joke, like that was actually the anniversary of my dad's death.
Oh shit.
And I was just sitting there trying to there's an angle on this, and I actually have a board up.
That's a 90-degree angle straight from the ceiling.
No,
Oh.
it's a board that says, it's like a quote from my dad, like, keep enough slack in your rope. And then I changed the letters, I rearranged them, and now it just says you're an idiot. So
That's the worst
it's
game
more
of Hangman
fitting.
ever.
It's more fitting.
Oh man. But yeah, dude, you're gonna really like the Vixen, man. Like, and yeah, like you said, the hard work does pay off for sure. Like, and the writing, dude. Yeah, it's hard to do. Write every day. I say that's like one thing that I'll preach to somebody that asks me about comedy when I don't even do it myself. Like, I'll try to write every day, but like, I think I've written in the last 2 weeks since this baby's been here. I think I've written like 3 times for like 20 minutes at a time, which is, having a brand new baby, I'll take it. But
So like, what's your guys' process like?
I've come up with a lot of different processes, man. I have a new process where I'll drive somewhere and go sit in my car
Okay.
and listen to music and just write. Like the other day, I drove to Wilmot Mountain and literally just watched people ski down the hill, turned on some music, and wrote jokes.
I just daydream at work until I laugh. I'm like, oh, I should write that down. And then basically I took like a 10-minute break writing it down. And like, all right, I'm going to go tell someone. So I come up to someone like, I thought of something funny. And if they laugh, I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to use that on stage.
That's funny. That's kind of what I do too.
So I'll
make
take those.
sure-
I'll take the list of fucking premises that I showed you. Like, I'll take those and then I'll go sit down and write them. But like,
Yep.
all day I'm constantly like what you said. I'm constantly writing shit down, constantly writing down ideas, premises, and.
I'm the same way. Yeah. So like I've like tried to do it all on my phone just because it's always something I have on me.
Yeah.
And I get like a quick idea, right? And like the Abraham Lincoln joke I told, like that's literally all it says is like Abraham Lincoln heaven. And then I'll
That's
come
all
back.
you have on there.
That's all I had on there, and then
Okay.
I just look at it and I'll go back and try to find like the angle. And like the joke is, I was smoking a blunt with my friend Reggie, and we were just talking about religion. And Reggie said that he believes heaven is a white man's idea full of racists. If that's true, Abraham Lincoln
That's what
eats
Mormons
lunch.
feel.
Yeah, if that's true, Abraham Lincoln eats lunch alone up there. Reggie's a real person, and we were smoking a blunt, and we were
Yeah.
talking about it. But that's just at that moment, that's all I could get out.
Yeah. So when you actually do figure out what you're gonna say, do you guys actually write it down like in full?
Yeah, so when I try to put it like how I want to write it on stage, I'll have like obviously like my favorite one that's easy to tell off like right in the beginning, get a couple of laughs, get their attention, and I want to move on to the shit that's kind of new. So I try to figure out how to write that into something without having to come off with like a weirdly out of pocket transition.
Well, no, I'm saying like when you actually write your jokes, like these jokes that I sit down and write off a premise, I'll write it as if I'm actually talking,
But the
and I'll write it.
transition is how you get a funnier
Well,
joke
right.
too.
Well, right. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like the baseline of you writing just a basic joke on its own, like not something that's not going to tie into something else, something that you're just basically brand new joke. When I'm writing a brand new joke, I'll literally write it as if I'm speaking it, and I'll write it word for word until I get it down. That's how, because it literally I'll type it out on my phone. I get better response from my like memorizing. I'm better at memorizing it if I write it down.
Yeah.
So I'll write it down word for word, and then once I'm done writing it down, and I got it memorized, I'll take most of the time if I'm doing an open mic, I'll rip a piece of paper off and I'll just write like the titles of my jokes. Like for that fish joke I have, I just put Black Marlin, or then I'll put Daddy Rocks for another joke. You know what I mean? Like I'll write that, and then I can look at that and be like, okay, this joke, I know exactly what that joke is.
Yep.
But do you guys like write your shit down word for word?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you do? Okay.
When I have a brand new joke, I like to do that. Then it basically gets.
And then you just talk it.
The fag gets cut and cut and cut until
Yeah.
the transition.
Sounded like you
gets
said
fit
the fag gets cut. I'm like,
in. I
damn,
won't cut
son.
a fag, but
I do the
I
same
used
thing.
to cut myself. So
Cut the fag? Oh, yeah.
I do the same thing, except I add like one more component to it. So after I type it out, how I'm just writing it, I'll record it like on my phone, and then I'll play it back so I can hear me saying it.
Yeah,
And then that's where I kind of try to trim the shit out of it.
there you go.
So like maybe there's some stuff in there while I was typing it, like that added more, texture to it, but it's unnecessary after I hear it. Like it doesn't play into the joke at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's one way I've thought about doing it. Is just doing a voice memo, something
It's
like that.
great. I
But-
mean, for that Gauntlet show, I think that's why I was so comfortable with it because I was able to record it, and then while I was at work, it was in my earbuds, and I was just listening to it constantly,
go.
constantly, and then I
Yeah.
knew so. Even if I didn't get a laugh, I knew right where I was going to go next with it.
Yeah.
There was no hesitation. And it just
Almost,
kinda went
did
like-
you rehearse your shit before? Like, did you rehearse your whole set to yourself before? Like, when you
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the first time I ever did fucking stand up. I did it at Mackey's Hideout. You know where that's at? In
Yeah,
Island
absolutely.
Lake, a little dive shithole bar.
Oh yeah.
And they have a Monday open mic. It's a music open mic, and me and one other person were doing comedy, and I literally, I got all this equipment and shit. So I had my mic stand that Amy has and my mic. I turned on my fucking speakers as loud as they went, and I literally had my stool, and I was literally doing my entire set. Like,
Yeah.
I did my entire set. The first set I ever did, I did 10 minutes, and like, I would,
That's a long time.
I would literally do that. I would literally like for the first 3-4 sets I did, I would do it word for word, recite my set, and then I'm like, all right, this is getting too much. Like, you just go up there, and I found out as you go, be like, all right, dude, this is open mics. So like, once you get your jokes that you know down, you don't have to keep practicing them over and over. You practice them on stage.
For real, yeah. So it's nice. It was nice to get like a rhythm going, but I find too that sometimes it comes off like when I watch the video of myself doing it, it comes off like I can see it rehearsed.
Yeah.
And it might like a crowd might not be able to see that, but I can see it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously we're our worst critics.
Right. You record your sets too?
Yeah,
You
I try
have
to
been-
every time.
I have an extra
I'm gonna
tripod
ask
if
you
you
to
want it,
tonight.
dude. You want? I've literally have an extra tripod if you want it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I thought I lost it in the move, and then I have two now. I bought an
Well,
extra one.
I'm gonna have you record me tonight, but
There you go.
I did bring my
Mr.
shit to
Mr. Guest Judge.
I gotta
Yeah,
record
so
my-
yeah, we're going
record
to
my
we're,
mics.
we're going to take a shot tonight. Jack and Blake are competing, and I am actually a featured guest judge, which is pretty sweet. Shout out to Lexi Costantini.
No
She-
collusion at all.
She was a guest judge in the finales. At
She's awesome, man.
Yeah, she's
I
a
would-
great host. That she host goals right there, man. Like I just started hosting, like in the last couple months, and
And then he stopped.
what?
Well, you're still hosting, right? You just haven't
Yeah.
been for the past 3 weeks.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Like I just started hosting, and that's the goals. Is Lexi?
Lexi, I think, did probably the best guest hosting, except for the last guy last week. He was funny.
He was funny.
I just don't remember his name.
Kyle Allen.
I didn't get it. I showed up a
Kyle,
little late.
yeah.
Yeah, Lexi's funny. I wish you if you could bottle her energy, it would put cocaine out of business.
The best was Brittany. though.
Jesus.
Brittany as one of the
She
judges.
it's great.
She murdered. Shout out to the Boston bitch.
Who?
Brittany, right?
She the
Or
one of the people that won?
Brianne or Brittany?
I had to
I wasn't
bust
there.
out. I didn't get to stay the whole time.
She one of the winners?
No, judges.
Oh, judges. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
her and her boy toy were from Boston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
They
heard she
were
murdered.
fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
he the guy with the beard and the neck tattoos?
And she made a joke about it. They had the same.
he
matching
was
tattoo-
redheaded, right?
Well, they had the same matching outfit. They had like the one piece, like your Wu-Tang colors,
Oh, he was bald, right?
kind of.
Yes. No, I was
Almost.
not talking about that guy.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was standing like below them. He had
No,
red
I-
hair and neck tattoo. He looked like
That was a different
straight
guy.
from Southie.
Yeah, he was funny too. But yeah, I like him. I met him at Jerks at Joe's.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy's from Chicago?
I think so.
Oh wow.
No, I just love to see that pretty much every week there's new faces.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of it. Amy's been she's been going
Amy-
out there
yeah.
and finding people and stuff and
Yeah, Amy's been doing a great job with the booking. I've been giving her suggestions on who I like for people that I've met to book. Like Manny Petty, he was one of
Yeah.
my buddies from. He was one of the first people I ever talked to down in the city. One of the first
that's what you're
comedians.
saying.
Yeah, he's really like he was like the one.
flirting.
Yeah, probably. He's one of the only comedians that actually like sat down and like gave me like advice like in the beginning, like because everybody down in the city especially is pretty selfish. Like they're there to do their set and leave and go to the next open mic, which is
Yeah.
fine. I respect it, but before the mic, you're not doing anything. So like he sat down and like anyway. I wanted Amy to book AJ. She was already gonna book AJ, but I'm like, I've been telling suggesting to Amy who to book. I'm like, hey, what's available so I can start so I can message people too. She's like, just leave the booking up to me so we don't double book. I'm like, fine, boss, whatever. Amy's being a great fucking co-producer for sure. Like she's pulling a lot of the weight, but that's what she wants to do. She wants to be more of a producer than she would rather never be on a mic again. Is what she's told me. So
yeah, she's funny, man. She actually gave me some really good advice like 2 weeks ago. I've been trying to like sit down. I've just been trying all these different ways because I'm again still so new at it, and I like sitting, but for some reason that day I just like sat almost like I was hanging off the side of the stage. Like I saw the picture that she took, and like my foot is like clearly half a length off the stage. Like what the fuck am I
I
doing?
fell off twice, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's coming. It's just because like if you stand in the middle of that stage, you're looking at the quarter wall,
right,
and the crowd's to the right.
Yeah,
then especially that was a big day. Stephanie was there, and you always want to prove yourself to
The
well-known,
higher-ups.
to the well-known
The
comedians.
gatekeepers.
Yeah,
Well, hey man, we're starting to become the McHenry gate, the suburb gatekeepers. Me and Amy, hopefully. Hopefully one of them do. Yeah, like I said, I was telling Blake I want to start doing more producing stuff too. Like I would like to eventually like put on shows. That'd be super cool. And not even like, because there's a lot of people out there too that put on shows that book themselves on them too. I wouldn't do that.
I would. Fuck
Maybe
you guys.
maybe
You're
like
gonna have to suffer.
one show, but like I'm not every show I put on. I'm booking myself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna book a show to be the best show possible.
yeah.
Doing it for the entertainment side, not to benefit myself.
If you're not putting yourself headline, then it's humble.
Well, I should say benefit myself
Yeah.
as in benefit the fact that I could put on a show.
For sure.
Not-
And it's such a cool
If you're
time
gonna
for
have a show, might as well perform.
Yes and no.
Yeah. It's like going to a
Type five.
karaoke night just to watch. It's like
Tight Five.
judge. Fuck you.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
You're the people that creep me out the most.
Anyway, but yeah, no.
It's such a cool time for comedy, and everybody wants to see it, right? And
Yep.
like, like the fact that it's even at the Gambler. If it wasn't at the Gambler, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you. You know,
Yep.
I had a work Christmas party to go to that day. I had already like RSVP'd, and I'd actually heard about Stephanie on Kill Tony, and I thought that was like the coolest thing before I whatever. And my girlfriend knows her, and I just heard she told us about the open mic, and I went. So
What?
I was gonna say something about how that Kill Tony episode was Tim Dillon also.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
I
Huh.
talked to her about it. She said that he didn't remember,
Any of them.
any of
Yeah.
them.
Oh shit.
Which I mean, Tim Dillon's he's
Popular
around.
guy. He knows a lot of faces.
Yeah. She's funny though, man. We talked about it a little bit, and I was like, go out there and fucking redeem yourself. You're funny. I've seen her perform
Yeah,
at
she
the
is
Vixen
funny.
before. She's
She's very
we all
funny,
have
yeah.
those fucking days, and like it's a big thing. I don't.
Hers just happened to be.
I've only seen her perform
During
at the
Kill
Gambler,
Tony,
and that
which
definitely
sucks.
wasn't her best set.
It happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
it shit happens. Yeah, no, I've had bad sets.
Seriously,
I've had
those
a lot of
people-
bad sets.
Those people on that stage have had bad sets.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Tony's had bad sets.
That's
Tim's
a
had bad sets.
That's not
Joe's
just
had
that.
bad
That's
sets.
that's not just a normal set though either. You're doing a minute. Be like everybody, even me. I'm guilty
It's
of
got to
saying.
be quick.
I'm guilty of saying it myself. Like I could do a minute. Like I still to this day think I could do a solid minute. But
Best
you're
idea,
also
7.
on stage with whoever knows. Like you could have fucking shit. You could have Protect Our Parks up there. You could have Shane Gillis, Ari Shaffir, fucking Mark Norman, and Joe Rogan sitting right there.
Yeah.
Plus the million people watching on YouTube, and you're like, oh okay.
350.
Plus the 300 plus in the fucking show in the room. Yeah, you're
With
like
their arms crossed,
you're like, okay, yeah, this is a little bit different than just like.
Oh yeah.
I still think I could do a minute for sure.
I can
I'm
do
confident enough to do it.
7.
Huh?
Oh, every time I Kill Tony, yes, I can do. I'm definitely a minute.
I could do a
Like,
minute. I
quick
think.
ones
I
for
think I
sure.
could for sure do a minute. Not saying that it would be a great minute, but I think I could do a minute of my best shit.
I feel like my
And
interview was
and
fun
I
for it.
think I could. I'm not saying I would fucking murder it, but I think I could get a good response for sure.
I'm also just tuning my own horn.
That too, but you also can't go in there being like, oh, I'm gonna bomb. You
can always-
gotta kind of go in there and saying that you're gonna rock shit up. You know.
And we can Monday
Rock
morning
shit up.
quarterback it all day,
Yeah.
Like, this is how I would have done it. But like,
Yep, exactly.
when you're in the moment,
It's just like the fat guy watching fucking me on the couch on Sunday yelling at Justin Fields like, "Why'd you make that throw, you fat, you dumb
yeah,
bitch?"
But
And
why
I'm
did
sitting
he
here.
though?
But yeah, really, why did he?
Yeah, seriously, bro.
But seriously, you suck.
I
No, he
know.
doesn't. I like Justin. I like Justin Fields. Let's go, Bears.
Yeah, I like him. Ohio State boy.
As
My girl and her family, big Ohio State fans, so I'll support that.
what were we saying?
I forget.
And that's why they call
Yeah,
it
we all
dope.
suck at open mic comedians, but we have our fun and we have our good times.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna get there one day, guys.
Maybe.
It's our
figure it
first
out.
year. It's our first fucking year.
Hey, if one of us
Yeah.
makes it big, we take
We
all.
all gotten paid.
if
for
one-
our
if-
show.
hey, if-
You just got paid for one.
If one of
So
us,
we're on the up and coming, guys.
if
so-
one of us makes it big, we take the others on tour with us.
Seriously, let's go.
Well, that's why I want to do a skit series. So
Well, we can do
wait,
skits
wait.
too, so we have to be on the road with each other
Exactly.
anyway.
Oh, I remember that guy was this thing, and yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that was.
Neither do I. I'm just babbling. I got a little buzz.
I like when Jack gets a little fucked up and he's just like, he knows what he wants to say, but then he just says that he's fucked up.
Cop out.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm excited for tonight. I wonder if has anybody been to this bar at all? My buddies.
I have not.
I'm assuming it's just a bar.
Yeah.
I've actually never been to a bar in the city.
Really?
Yeah.
The only other bar I've been
Well,
to,
that was not the city.
the other open mic that I went to at on Clark
Howl
Street.
the Moon? I guess that counts. Yeah.
On Clark Street. On Clark Street, I went to. I think it's on Clark Street. Trace. That's on Wednesdays. It's called Killing It at Trace. Over the summer, they do it whenever the Cubs aren't playing because it's just insane on that street.
Yeah.
So that's the only bar that I've done an open mic on that road. But it was literally just like a long bar. That's it. It's just, you know those city bars that are just like narrow as fuck all the way to the back. That's it. So I'm wondering if that's what this is gonna be.
Yeah, I
Most likely.
have zero expectation, and I'm just gonna go in there and.
What was funny, totally random, but when we were doing the baby stuff, we just had the baby, guys. You know,
The baby stuff. Just
forgot to touch on the
making
baby.
Humans. Nothing
Forgot to
crazy.
touch on the baby. Everybody, the baby's great. Baby's healthy. Mom's healthy. Everything's great. Not sleeping. It's fantastic. I love it. Vasectomy scheduled.
I've been sleeping great. If anybody's wondering.
Right next door to fucking Lurie's is fucking comedy bar. Right next door, literally, like where Gino's East is, the original Gino's East on Superior
Where's
Street.
this at again?
On Superior Street in Chicago. That's where we had the baby. So we were at Prentice Women's Hospital, and it's also Lurie's too across the street. But literally right next
there's
door.
hospitals out here, right?
Hmm?
You know there's hospitals out here, right?
Yes.
Okay,
There was reasons
Yeah,
reasons we had to have the hospital. We had to have her down in the city for potential complications.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Glad
So-
it worked out.
and everything worked out. But so
Sometimes I bomb, you know?
right right next door is literally the comedy bar, and it was she was born on a Wednesday, so I was making jokes to the wife. I'm like, hey, open mics on Wednesday nights. I'm gonna do a quick set real quick. We'll be right back. I wanted to so bad, dude. I probably could have,
How
but
many bathroom breaks do you take?
I mean, I was going out to the parking garage to smoke a cigarette every once in a while. I easily could have gone out there and be like, I'm smoking 2 this time.
Right.
Like, just going out there and be like, yo, guys, my wife and new baby girl are up in that fucking 11th floor up there.
God bless these women, though, man. They're so much stronger than we are.
I would never be able to do it.
Nah,
dude.
man.
She puked the whole C-section. The whole
Oh, it was a
time.
C-section?
Yeah, it was planned C-section.
And you left the room?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
you're
saying
not-
I'm saying I wanted to leave the room.
Okay, so let me ask you something, because I actually wanted to work a bit out about this. Were your doctors like talking to each other about non-medical things?
Yeah, they were asking what they were doing for lunch.
Yeah. So when my oldest daughter was born, she was a C-section, and I'm sitting there by her mom's head. They got the thing up, and they're talking to each other about going on vacation to Mexico. And the one guy's like, Jim, I'm taking the family down to Mexico. Scaffold. He's like, oh yeah, how you guys getting down there? He's like, JetBlue. He's like, JetBlue, that's the move right there. And I'm just like sitting back there like, you guys are pulling a human out of a human. Like, you might want to pay attention.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'm the kind of guy that, like, if I get lost driving, I got to turn the music down.
Yeah.
Like,
Turn the music.
Everybody shut the fuck up, you know?
Yeah. It's funny, my car has got an automatic setting. When I back up, it turns the music down.
Mine does too. It pisses me
I
off.
kind of don't like it, especially if I'm listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
I turn it back up, I'm backing into the garage.
That's just
fucking come on,
blaring.
dude. Yeah.
What kind of car is it?
Louder when you go
21's
faster?
Hyundai Santa Fe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it get louder when you go faster?
No.
Then it's not worth it.
No, it's not. But yeah, no, I was fucking around with her saying that, you know, it was open mic night, and I was like, I'm gonna go over there and do a set real quick. I totally could have, but I didn't get to watch as much as I wanted to watch of the C-section. I got to see more of my sons. I didn't get to see Chloe get pulled out of my wife. I got to see her when I heard that they're like, oh, baby born at whatever time. I stood up before they said, Dad, stand up, and I saw like her shit was all cut open. Her fucking bag of guts was over off to the side. I'm like, gnarly, fuck yeah, dude. I wanted to watch him do the whole thing. I told the doctors, I'm like, I want to see it all, dude.
Not for me, bro.
I've seen Hospital.
And then they're like, all right, Dad, stand up. Oh, you're already standing. I'm like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Well, it's my first rodeo, bitches. Let's go. I want to come back here and shadow one of you fucking people all day just so I can see babies getting pulled out, dude.
Yuck. No, I couldn't even do that. I couldn't watch the natural birth. And it was funny,
Oh, I had a dream that she had a natural birth last night. How weird is that?
That is kind of weird.
And I was like,
I had a dream last night that I got my so my girlfriend just had a procedure done, and I had a dream that I shouldn't even talk about this. Change of subject.
nope, keep going. You already started. Come on, dude. 34 people listen to this.
Yeah, right.
All 34 people want to know.
Shit travels fast. No, I had my girlfriend can't get pregnant, and I had a dream last night that she got pregnant, and we like went to go tell our parents, and her mom was hitting me up for child support money already. And I was like, we haven't broken up yet. Like, I'm gonna be a part of this kid's life, just like I am my other two kids.
Yeah.
But it's a dream, baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Those are dreams you just, yeah.
I feel bad. My girl's got tough skin though, man. I use her in a lot of my bits, and I always run it by her first, so she knows.
Oh, dude.
And I should have asked her today what I should and shouldn't talk about on here. But you know, I bomb sometimes, so.
My
Sorry,
wife,
baby.
my wife is a lot of my material. I haven't told that fucking our sex joke in a while. Let's use my closer for a while.
Yeah.
The one where I puke and come. You know that one, right?
It's got to be a fork. Euphoric.
It's very good. It's a good joke. I like that one. You like when my
Talk about that, man. How's that?
I'm moving, so I'm excited because we're moving right next
to moving to the old Marengo.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, we were talking about the other night.
So like I'm gonna be a little slut because
there you go. Yeah,
you be out with this slut just banging
distance,
some fucking
mills.
Yeah, more like banging some fucking
They're not
cows.
The mills that like bake cookies. They're the mills that like smoke cigarettes in your bed.
They sit there and smoke fucking Salem's.
Is that a requirement? Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Must
It reminds me of
smoke
my
in
mom,
bed.
so yeah.
There you go.
Oh Jesus. They're drinking fucking Skull vodka and cranberry juice and smoking fucking Virginia Slims.
Yeah.
They're like, come here, Jack.
I'm looking for a Jameson woman, all right, not a Skull.
Come here, Jack. Let me jack you
You ever
off.
dated a chick that dips?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never dated a
Asian
chick.
girl.
I've never dated.
It's like a
Asian?
40-year-old Asian woman, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never
Statistically, that's not
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I've never dated a chick that dipped, but I've known a few chicks that have dipped.
She did the packets though. She didn't do like fucking like a little scratch.
Long
She
cut.
had
I mean,
the-
you're just pulling hairs now.
The,
You know?
the long cut.
Yeah. Copenhagen.
I used to
little
dip
packets.
back in the day.
Yeah, I did in high
She's
school.
definitely on those things.
I started when I was on the wrestling team my freshman year. We all started dipping,
Yeah.
and then I kept dipping. And then senior year, after I stopped playing football. I started smoking cigarettes, and then got into the army, and
Bongs for
then
people in
dipped.
sophomore year.
Oh yeah, everybody was making bongs.
Right?
People will come up to us be like, "Hey, we've seen and smoked out the shit you made. Please make us one." And we
I worked
cut
in-
a hole out of a fucking Jack Daniels bottle. Like, here, give us $50.
You want to hear the best MacGyvering way to smoke and the most creative way to smoke ever from a fucking freshman in high school? I will tell you right now. Okay, so freshman year. Okay, swim goggles. Okay, cut a hole in the top.
That's a creative
Snorkel.
one.
Cut the mouthpiece off. Put them on there. Duct tape the shit out of both of them. Put a bowl pack up on the top of the snorkel. Fucking packed some weed in there. I couldn't light it because it was too tall. So I had sitting in the back of my fucking GMC Sierra. I had a cab on the back. So we were literally, it was me and my buddy sitting in the back of this fucking tiny ass truck, and he's sitting there lighting it for me. I'm just like, it was the fucking coolest way I've ever gotten high, and I was a freshman in high school. It was like one of the first ways I ever got high too.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I saw in that movie, Good Luck Chuck. Good Luck Chuck, the fucking stoner brother.
Yeah, the Dane Cook.
The stoner brother is fucking
Yeah.
smoking out of the snorkel.
Ben
I'm
Burtt.
making that.
Yeah.
Ant-Man?
Dane Cook. Wow.
Was it Dane Cook? Yeah.
Yeah, Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Did you say Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, yeah, Paul Rudd I was thinking of.
We used to make gravity bongs. We'd take a 3-liter bottle of like ginger ale
looking
because
for
for
your nuts
some
to
reason
fall off?
that's the only pop you could get in a 3-liter at the time. And ginger ale,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that green bottle.
You're going to make
And
a
that
handle.
and then we'd use like a Rubbermaid like mop sink, you know, in someone's basement, and fill
gravity
that
bong.
bitch up halfway, and then yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever do the waterfall gravity bong? So waterfall,
No.
you put the cap in you put your bowl pack in the cap, put your weed in there. You fill it up with water first. Put your cap on with your weed, and then you burn a hole in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you light your weed and let the water come out, and the pressure sucks all of it. When the water comes out, it pulls all the fucking smoke out. And then you just unscrew the cap and just fucking rip it.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
It's the highest I've ever been. Besides, I did that wet. I'm not
Dabs?
hip. Fuck that, dude.
That's like
The
crack.
guy
It's
handed
like
me a
crack, dude.
blowtorch. I was like,
That's
yeah,
what
are
my
we
mom
smoking
said
crack
every
or what are we
time.
doing here?
They let us smoke pot, and then we went to dabs. Like we said, no crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dabs. It's like a different high
It was
too,
funnier
man.
too when
Yeah, I
we got
just
like
don't
the actual
understand,
little
like,
light bulb thing, like the
like-
little crack pipe.
Yeah,
we were
Only
smoking
in
dabs
America.
out of that just to fuck with them. That was a good home.
dude. Dabs is just a whole different. I mean, it's just like you can't even be discreet with it. Like,
What's your favorite way to like smoke weed? Do you like bowls
Joints.
or you
Bong,
joints?
big ass
Joints.
bong.
Blunts? Yeah.
if I smoke, when I do smoke, I can't smoke though, you know. So,
Yeah. If you did.
joints. When I did smoke, I was always rolling. That's the only thing that sucks. Though, is I would go through so much weed.
You hand roll it?
Yep,
Nice.
it's my favorite way to smoke. I loved it.
Yeah, I've always been like a blunts guy. Like
Blunts,
it's
I cough
definitely a
too
different
much.
high, but
Bongs and shit, dude. I cough too much.
Every
Bowls.
bong
I,
we made is the
I'm
best
a-
bong that's ever been made.
I don't know, man. I made some really good
Fucking
Gatorade.
guarantee it.
I made some really good Gatorade bottle bongs with pens and sockets.
I will
Right.
say we've been creative. So we made one out of like a whiskey shotgun, like it was a shotgun glass bottle.
yeah.
And that thing hits so hard. You know what I called that? Nirvana.
Nirvana, yeah.
Oh
Blow the back of your
shit!
head out real quick.
Yeah. And then someone actually dropped that out of the gun case we had because they're like, I'm gonna clean it. Like, no, don't fucking touch it. And he went and grabbed out of the gun case, and the thing was opened a little bit, and it just zipped and crashed. So it's gone, just like Kurt. But the new one we have right now that we've been
R.I.P.
smoking on a daily, it's a gin, like
You know they sell
the
bongs.
Eiffel Tower.
Right?
Yeah, but it's fucking too easy to. It's
To
they're all
buy, yeah.
garbage. We have a couple of those, but they just burn through pot so quickly. And I like the ones where you don't have to worry about it. Like if I want to use this for self protection, it's perfect. And this is a Eiffel Tower fucking like gin bottle. This thing is thick as fuck. It's called Napoleon, and I love this thing. We've been using this for like 8 years straight now.
Fuck
And
yeah.
Perfect bong. Where are we going? I'm sorry.
We were
Took
just
the
talking about
conversation
smoking
away.
out of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what kind of stuff do you like to smoke out of?
I've smoked out of a watermelon before. Have you ever done that?
I have not.
Smoked out of a watermelon. Used a socket
An
again
apple?
for that. Smoked out of an apple. Yeah. I smoked out of a lime and a lemon. I used another socket. I was heavy on sockets. My stepdad never had sockets because I was just taking the baby ones. Dude, all his metrics
Always
gone.
take the 10 millimeter. Yeah.
Anything 10
micron?
and under, just gone. Dude, so like I put it in a fucking in a lemon, dude, and then put a fucking bendy straw in there, and dude, it was like a lemon bubbler.
My
It was
first pipe
so
I made out
good.
of a kazoo.
I like that joke though. How you always lose the
Did it
10
make
mils
noise
'cause
too?
you're fucking
No,
searching
you have
up
to
some
take that part
smoking off
out.
it.
I also, my buddies and I back in high school smoked out. We did it once and then we did it a couple times because it was so funny. We smoked out of a potato. Like we carved the fucking bull pack out of the potato and everything, and then we made French fries out of the potato when we were done.
You know what's funny?
We thought
is,
it was the funniest thing ever. We're like, dude, we're not even wasting. Like,
What's funny is that like statistically, even though we didn't know it at the time, there was probably a pipe in all of our houses.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just went and snooped and found. You know.
so I know there was a pipe in my dad's house. I don't know about my mom. I don't think my stepdad and my mom. No way.
Yeah, my dad's definitely not. My mom's maybe. You know.
I
Yeah.
found my mom's old shit and started stealing them, and I just started slowly selling them. Got
I remember
caught,
the first.
3 years later. Oh well.
I remember the first time I smoked, dude. I was with my
Sorry, Mom.
I was with my buddy, and we had bought like we had both talked about smoking. Like we really wanted to. We were 14 at the time, and we went to Blockbuster in Fox Lake. My dad lived in Ingleside at the time,
R.I.P.
Went to Blockbuster. I fucking love Blockbuster, dude. So
Man, I
dope.
miss it. The artwork at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I have so many. Like I have a badass Boondock Saints
Fuck yeah,
poster
dude.
from there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
God, I
went
miss that
there, grabbed Half Baked and Pineapple Express. Get back to my dad's house, fucking watch one of them, and my ex stepmom, my dad's my ex stepmom is in there. She's watching it with us, and she's like laughing like really hard. I'm like, we both look at each other. We're like, she's high as
Yeah,
fuck.
high as
She
fuck.
goes to bed, and we're like, all right, we start looking. Dude. We're like looking in the garage, and we find under the fucking sink in the single bathroom, there was a cookie tin that said "My Favorite Things." We opened it and there was a bunch of weed in there, and there was like a one hitter that looked. You remember the old cigarette lighters back in cars where you just?
Oh yeah.
It looked like that, but it was a one hitter. It was kind of cool looking. So we didn't no idea what we were doing. We put weed in there, and like I was like this, and he was fucking up on top lighting it for me. I'm like, I did the same thing for him, and we went back, watched the rest of the movie, and then my dad had a tanning bed at the time, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go in the tanning bed.
It's an interesting story in itself.
I went in the tanning bed, and then he's like, I'm gonna go in the tanning bed now. So he goes in the tanning bed.
All while the movie's still playing.
No, movie was over at this
Okay.
point. We're just high as fuck, just doing shit now
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point.
I feel like
And then
this is
we
gonna be safe for court.
and then we and then we just I grabbed a bag of Doritos and we stood in the middle of the basement just laughing and eating Doritos.
That was
I got
the first time you
so
ever
I
got
got
high?
so high the first time.
Yeah. We I won't say the name, but a buddy of mine, his mom, we found her weed, and it was like old as fuck ditch weed. And she had this like it looked like a corn cob pipe, but it was metal. And we used to call it the Ripper. And it ripped, man. And we smoked this ditch weed on the side of his house, and yeah, we were pretty stoned.
I lit weed out of the chokehold too on a on a bowl too before I knew what it was.
Oh God.
And it got a good rip out of it, that's for damn
Scooby
sure.
snacks.
But like, dude, finding parents' weed back in the day, it was all garbage. Imagine what it's gonna be like when my kid or your kids or my kids find. Like, they're not
For
gonna
real.
find.
I
They're
gotta-
like they
10
find
milligram
your
universe.
weed. Holy shit! Do they find a fucking something that's 29% THC and they just take one rip and they're fucking retarded?
I have an uncle that's going to be 70 this year, and I mean, this guy's been partying his entire life, and he's old. Like even growing up, when he'd smoke weed with us, he'd be like, "Oh, I got the flame that killed John Wayne," and then we'd give him some of our shit. He'd take one hit of it and just fall straight back like a vampire.
Yeah, dude. There's the weed nowadays is just insane, dude.
Yeah, It's too
I'm
strong.
so jealous of the kids in high school that have just the dab pens, bro. I'd be so fucked if I had one of those fucking weed pens in fucking high school.
it's too strong though, man.
I
I
just
like.
came back reeking of pot. It's like fucking
So did I. I would go
Yeah.
to my car. I'd leave a bowl pack to my car every day and go smoke it on my right in
Lunch?
passing period.
Yeah. Oh, pass me. You're
Well,
Russian.
no, I would go to every day. I'd leave my fucking this after football, mind you. This after like second semester senior year is when I really took advantage of it. I'd leave my science book in my car every day and be like, I left my science book in my car. I needed the car pass. So I'd
Every
go-
day, and she'd fall for that.
Every day, the people in the office would be like, "You need to start bringing your book." I'm like, "I just got so much stuff going on."
It's been 16 weeks straight.
Walk out to my car. I'd have a bowl packed. I'd smoke a bowl, smoke a bowl, smoke a cigarette, chew some gum, spray some Axe, come back in.
Yeah,
Obviously,
nobody
probably
knew.
smelling like weed and cigarettes, and just every day.
I worked as a janitor at my school, so I was able to go during lunch.
You
with a
worked
couple-
as a janitor
Yeah.
and went to
while
school
you were
there?
Yeah, it was
school?
weird.
And you went to
Did they
school there?
pay
It was
you?
weird. It was
That's
weird.
kind of funny,
Yeah, how
dude.
does
That's
that work
kind of
out?
funny.
Yeah.
He just
But
he just lives there too. You're just the Joe Dirt, just
Yeah,
fucking getting your
seriously, like,
getting your fucking.
You get out 10
I heard
minutes.
that before.
He's
you
just
get
Joe
out 10
Dirt, just
minutes
getting his
early to
fucking
go clean
diploma
the fucking
though.
hallway or what?
So what happened?
He's
like,
Joe Dirt getting his
it was like
diploma.
an after-school program type thing, and like
Jack Dirt.
I just knew enough people where I got in, but I overused.
You had to know people.
Yeah,
I got
We're
in.
like a union, dude.
I got in.
It's a fucking union.
I knew a lot of people, so I just got in. You know.
But we were underage, like workers, like it's like a
Yeah,
program.
but
So
there's
we
a
were
word
part of the
for that.
union. Yeah, so you just had to know someone in it.
It's actually a Teamsters union. You know that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm in the Teamsters
That's
union.
genius.
But
I'm gonna-
exactly. So yeah, we would basically be hired to like clean all the classrooms, and then like there'd be a certain point we had to clean the library, and there'd be people in there. You can't clean them all in there, so we would just wait for like 2 hours, just vaping in the school library, just waiting for people to leave. And our boss would sit
You had
there and
vapes
vape
in high
with us.
school? How old are you?
25, 6, turning.
They had vapes when you were in high school?
Yeah.
I guess that's what Jules.
Yeah, I was
Jules.
the first
Was it
generation.
Jules?
No, it started with the fucking blue.
Blue, yeah, those things
Yeah.
sucked.
Oh yeah, that was my sophomore year, and then it slowly moved up to mechanicals, and then we all got into the box RDAs, and then we were all just like building our own coils and shit like that, and just fogging up the fucking computer labs.
So
You should have just left a bunch of bud in the pencil sharpeners, dude. Like where the shavings get collected, you just leave stashes around the whole fucking school.
so how did you feel when you got into this program? Were you like excited? Were
My
you
first real.
Did you have a janitor's suit
no?
that said Jack
like a
on it?
one piece?
I just came stoned, and that was my outfit. Red eyes.
I'm here to vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they call me the Red Baron.
What school did you go to?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
No. Fremd.
Was it-
Vikings.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna say.
That's
Was
a
it?
nice.
out?
I
I
mean,
was gonna say. I was gonna. I was
Valentine's a big
gonna. I was gonna
school
say. Was
district,
it? I was gonna say. Was it a special school?
Seriously,
No, they
that's how
didn't-
the state of Illinois
Can't
would
kick me
describe
out. I
it.
got my
Fremd?
diploma.
Fremd?
Fremd Vikings.
That's a high school. I
Yeah.
thought that.
Valentine.
I got okay.
Yeah.
I just remember that being.
The
Do they have a
whitest
grade? Do they have a
school.
grade school too?
That's genius.
No.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't know. Never mind.
Especially that they got white kids to do it. That's pretty
It
crazy.
was mostly the.
Yeah.
So I technically was.
White kids were lining up to get
To
into
be honest here, I
the
was in special
janitorial
ed,
program
though.
at Frem.
I was in co-ed taught classes because I.
Yeah, because all the Mexican ones were already in the
Yeah,
union.
seriously.
Well, I was working too, so they were basically like, all
They're
right,
born in.
you're too busy to do homework at home, so we're gonna put you in co-ed teach classes. And I just got like a bunch of free time to do my homework, and like we just burned through class and just. It was just so fucking easy in high school. They just let me pass, basically.
Well, you were cleaning everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah. I
God,
felt
that
like a
doorknob
little-
is fucking
I'm not
shiny.
allowed to say
Seriously,
the
yeah.
N-word, but I felt like a little house slave.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Yes, master. Oh, yes, master. You're the best master.
It's funny how different everybody's high school experience is, though, you know?
It sucks I went back to being a janitor. That's fucking shit.
Well, they
sucks.
bred you for
Being
it.
past 24 and being a janitor just got. It's like you want to fuck the teachers because they're your age now, but it's just like.
They don't want to fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
what have you been
you
doing?
have a
man?
master in
Like,
the
dude,
custodial arts.
it's that'd be so funny, dude. If you fucking
The
still you're
4-year-olds were interested.
that'd be
but
so
not the my
funny.
age ones.
That'd be so funny if you're still you're working as a janitor and then somebody you went to school with is a teacher at the school you're a janitor at. And they'd be like, "What the?" You're like, "Yeah, we were the same age. We went to school together. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck have
How
you
you
been doing?
doing?"
You're still a janitor?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, dude.
Because the program
I'm
works.
I'm actually tenured now. I'm like, so it's
Oh,
kind of
God,
it.
live in that house.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I clean up after kids painting toilets. You
Badass.
still do it though?
You want some of this milk, Sideburn?
Are you still a janitor?
No, I got rid of that. I'm done cleaning up poo poo.
That's I could never do
weld
it.
and
I
I
could.
bartend. So I do have to clean up poo poo, but from drunken assholes. So I
That's
mean,
worse.
I just put bartender in front of it, and I refuse to tell people on Tinder that I was a janitor. It was called custodial arts.
What's Tinder like?
I haven't been on there in a couple months, but like honestly, it's just trannies. All
Is it
of
really?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
and like
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like every time I get a match, I'm like,
They probably
"Ooh."
get- they
I'm
prob-
like, who's Luke?
They probably give good head.
I just don't care.
So?
I'm the dickhead.
I have a
and then don't look at it for like 2 weeks, and I get a match. Like, oh, who is it?
I have a good trans joke that I
Okay.
wrote. Oh, I got 2 trans jokes. I said I wrote a trans joke the other day, but it turned into something else. That's one, just a little quick one-liner, and then you know what the best part about having sex with a trans woman is? You don't have to ask if she does anal.
Yeah. And hey, you ain't wrong.
Hey,
damn
most of
right.
the ones I met have hemorrhoids, so how do I know?
Yo, why is there blood on my
I'm
dick?
fucking
Are you on
learning
your
a lot
period?
From you guys.
Why is there blood on my dick? Why is you on your period? No, that's my hemi.
Yeah.
Pop to hemi. Gross, dude.
I don't know, man. I miss the whole.
That's not the bean you're supposed to flick.
It's fucking gross, dude.
Disgusting.
Why is your bean leaking?
Disgusting.
Why is your bean leaking? Gross, dude. It's like a fucking can of beans, the fucking juice in the bean cans that you just dump out, dude. Like a can of black beans, bro.
That's why I do it in the light.
Sick fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all got our shit though.
What do you want to do with the light so the camera can get a better angle?
You guys excited for tonight?
No.
Nervous?
I am. Yeah.
I'm all
I'm
nervous.
excited to talk to people, and I'm excited because there's gonna be a bar.
I'm nervous.
Why?
Doing comedy without drinking's kind of.
Rough, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
rough.
nobody's making you not do that.
I am.
Yeah, you.
Because I need to
Well,
not drink.
I'm just trying to like push him into it.
No.
And the DOT.
No, so it's just like, so up until, the past 2 months, I've always done comedy drinking,
Yeah.
And so now it's like it's almost like I'm like
Nice one.
starting over in a way. It's just really weird. I get way more nervous not drinking.
I feel you. So I tried it sober one time, and I thought I killed. And
the
then
first open mic you came to, that was my first time ever doing it sober.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
When we had it in that little corner.
I don't even. So it's funny. I didn't record that one, or my girlfriend didn't record it, and I don't remember much about it. I remember the first joke I told, and I remember.
It becomes a blur after like a 2
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've
felt
done what?
like it
How
went
many
well.
now? 5? 4? 5?
At the Gambler?
Just in general.
I think tonight will be 7 or 8.
Okay. So what? 6 at the Gambler and 7 at LOL?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give a rough guess and say I'm at like 59.
I gotta be close to 100.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Not even at double digits yet.
I gotta be pretty close to 100.
Such a
I
fucking
think
fish.
I'm underguessing it because I've done a lot of.
Because there for a while though,
Couple weeks.
during the summertime, I was going to Wednesday nights, and then when I was doing Wednesday nights, I'd do 2 to 3 on Wednesday nights. I would do the Red Room, and then I'd do Easy Bar. Easy Bar, that's a good one too. That's just a weird one because it starts at 10:30, so it's a late mic.
Damn.
And obviously we live out here, so I was getting home. If you're not, I would have to email or I'd have to message on Instagram either George or Kaylee, the people who run it, and be like, "Hey, reserve me a spot earlier in the night," because I got home at 2 a.m. one time after that mic.
Yeah, it's a long one.
So that's just a weird one though, dude. Because like I said, everybody's already done their open mics for the night. This is the last stop of the night. Everybody's either drunk or just tired and doesn't. I don't know. It's so weird. Like I literally had a set pretty much a little shorter than the set I did at the Vixen. I did at the Red Room, murdered. Like everybody was laughing. Like it was the best set I had done up to that point, I think.
Okay.
Next did the same exact set at Trace. There was only like 6 people there because it was towards the end of the night anyway. That one did it. I got laughs for 6 people being there, whatever.
Yeah.
And then went to this Easy Bar. It wasn't crickets, but it was like, dude, what the fuck? Like comedy is so weird, dude. Like you can literally have a set kill at one spot and then do nothing at the next spot.
Yeah.
And you'll see that more and more as you go to different open mics. Like you'll literally have one, you're like, dude, that was the best set ever. Fuck yeah, dude. And then you'll go to the next one, you'll be like, I fucking suck at comedy. It's so weird. It's so frustrating.
For sure. But if you listen to like the pros, man, you listen
They
to the
all
big
say the
ones, they
same.
all
Yeah.
say the same shit.
Yeah.
Like they could be at the same place.
Yeah.
They can do a 7, 9, and 11 and fucking tell the exact same jokes and
Yep.
different reactions every time. So
Yeah, it's just it's wild to like hear them say that and then like experience it yourself. You're like, oh shit, okay.
it's what I love about like a Anthony Jeselnik. Like he'll tell you right in the meeting, he's like, I don't give a fuck if you laugh or not. Like
Yeah.
I get paid the same.
I love his jokes, man. He's so unique. I wish I could tell jokes like that.
How about that guy at LOL a couple weeks ago that like literally used that as a reference?
Oh yeah.
That was interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
But
like,
he had a different approach to it for sure. But like it was weird that he didn't have to reference it at all.
No, not at all. Like he had to.
I
Like,
really liked the angle he was going at though. He was like telling like fucked up stories, but in a kid's voice.
for sure, and it had potential, especially if you saw the beginning when he pulled the note out, and on the back
Yeah.
of the note it was
Yeah.
like something stupid like read this out loud or
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Well,
He was at Village one time, I believe.
I haven't been up
well,
there
that guy literally he had a joke about like fucking dead people or whatever, and he read it in a kid's voice. He's like, "Oh, I like to fuck corpses. I really love necrophobia." And I was like, "This is actually really funny."
So you missed it this past week at
That
the
would make my
Gambler.
laugh my ass
This past
off.
week at the Gambler, there was a guy who went up there and said he was from Pakistan and did a Pakistani voice
Yep.
and told all his jokes like, and then he's like, I don't talk like this,
Yeah.
and then started talking his normal way,
That's
and it was
funny.
even more funny, dude.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
he killed.
There's a comedian, I forgot who the fuck it was. They actually did something like that too, where they did their whole fucking like first 4 minutes in an accent, and they're like, I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm from Connecticut. Like,
Yeah, it was
I forgot who
perfect.
the fuck it was that did that too, but they've done that. Yeah, it's
Asian
funny.
guy?
I don't know.
'Cause I've seen one like that too, who was like from Kentucky though.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What are we at? We're at 54 minutes. What time is it?
How long are we doing?
6:45. We got to leave at like 7ish.
30 minutes there.
Cool.
You got 20 more.
15.
And we can wrap it up now, honestly,
Math's hard.
so we can kind of just chill before we go.
Yeah. Anything coming up? Anything besides tonight?
I
I got something coming up. Billy's booking a show. I believe it's gonna be at the Tank.
Yeah,
I believe it's. Didn't you say March 30th?
Yep.
We don't know the details for sure, but we're possibly gonna have a little bar show in
Ingleside.
the Tank. Yeah, that's
Nice.
yeah. Like we'll give you guys more details when we get more details on it. But it's a little cozy little bar. Should be fun.
Nice place. We've had some big shows there.
Yeah.
Good drinks. Yeah, that's about it.
I've got. I'm gonna be a guest judge on Thursday at the Gauntlet.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Wait, what's happening? Because for some reason, there's like a...
Oh yeah, I'll be hosting on Thursday. at the
Sweet.
Gambler.
Well, I'll be one of the
So-
judges.
On her billboard, it said like there was like 3 spots, but there's like 4 weeks open for...
Yeah, because there's an extra week. So she's doing.
Just an open mic?
No. So she's doing an extra week. That's why there's only been 2 winners and then a wild card.
Okay, because on this thing it said there's only like 3 weeks. I'm like, what's
Yeah, there's
happening?
an extra week in February. So, yeah. So, and then March 20th, the Vixen. Looking forward to it, man.
Oh, and Thursday, on the 22nd, my buddy Devin D Webby, he is going to be playing the music in between all the sets.
Oh, sweet.
So he's a good musician, good artist.
Like live music?
Yeah, he's gonna be playing his keyboard and shit in
Is
between.
that Mr. Eddie or different guy?
No.
Yeah, I like that guy.
This
He's
is D Webby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's one of my buddies from high school. He's a really good musician.
Nice.
So he'll be playing keyboard in between sets and stuff instead of Amy playing songs.
Cool.
I just figured it's something to mix it up, fuck
Yeah,
it.
hell yeah.
So, but yeah, man. So we'll keep you guys updated with more shows and whatnot. Maybe your co-host will stop dicking around out there and be back next week. We'll see. Yeah, she's got a baby. She
Just
says
starring Chloe.
bullshit excuse.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. We'll have to definitely do a lengthened version of this next time for sure. Not on a Sunday night, maybe like a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for having me out.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Appreciate it. Let's
And
kill it tonight.
kill it tonight. And I'll be judging. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I don't bomb after I judge.
Hopefully, I don't bomb while you judge.
Yeah.
I'm probably going
That
to,
was my
but it'll be
control.
all right.
But, like, I don't
Yeah,
really
well,
care.
you don't have to drive, so you're good.
Exactly.
So there we go. All right, guys. So we'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Have a good one,
Bye.
man. Good talk.